Boat up. What's up, y'all? Makai Becton here. Excited to go to work, man. Can't wait to see y'all in SoFi. Boat up.
The LA Chargers just made a statement in NFL free agency, signing one of the best guards available in Makai Becton. Now, I get it. Early on, first couple of days of free agency weren't great at all, and they really didn't do too much. However, there are a couple of guys that I really think are going under the radar, and in this video, not only am I going to break down Makai Becton, the great story of someone who was written off as a bust early in his career, goes to Philadelphia, dominates as one of the best guards in football, and helps them win a Super Bowl. But also some of these other guys as well, I think are going to be big time pickups. So we're going to break down some film. I'm going to show you why I believe they actually got better. Before we dive in, comment down below who has been your favorite signing, but also, and more importantly, who do you think will go down as the most underrated signing of this class? Let's dive into some film. Now, let's just start off with the man of the day, the man of the hour, Makai Becton. This dude's fierce. He's a dominant run blocker in space. Look at him hit this first level on the linebacker, and then he's like, all right, well, if that's not going to be enough, let me do it again. Boom, throws him into the dirt as Saquon runs for a 60-yard touchdown. This is a guy who's going to easily be able to add competition to this guard position. You already have Zion Johnson, who I like, very young. He's talented. He's only going to get better. Trey Pipkins, I didn't think had the greatest year in the world. I think he's going to slot in at that position because when you look at what Makai Becton brings, dude, a force graded out as the 19th best run blocker in football last year. And obviously, that's out of all of the guards in the NFL, which are 135, right? So here's another play. We get the right tackle inside. We get to the second level, right? Get to this middle linebacker. Let's see if we can make another big-time play. Now, I feel bad for this Rams linebacker because this dude got absolutely blown up a couple of times in this game. And if Makai Becton can get to that second level, he's going to open up a ton of space here for your running back, Naji, Kamani Vidal, if they draft Donovan Edwards or a running back, whoever it may be, right? I always said Donovan Edwards because he played with Jim Harbaugh, but I love Makai Becton for this offense. The dude is 6'7", 363 pounds, and only 25 years old, and you get him on a $10 million per year contract. Overall, I think Makai Becton is a massive upgrade day one going forward. We know the Chargers want to run the football. Last season, they actually ranked 27th when it came to yards per carry. They also ranked 23rd in sack percentage of their quarterback. So you want to protect your quarterback. You want to be able to run the football productively, and I think Makai Becton gives you all the ability in the world to be able to do that. Overall, I'm giving the Makai Becton signing an A+ because, quite frankly, nobody wanted to take the risk. And yes, there is a little bit of risk of, maybe he's not going to be able to repeat what he did with Philadelphia. Maybe he's not going to be as good, but you're pairing him up with Joe Alt. You're pairing him up with Rashawn Slater, Zion Johnson, a really good offensive line already for the most part in terms of, the name value. If they can just put it together chemistry-wise, this might be one of the best offensive lines in football. Don't be surprised if Naji breaks out and has like a 1,400-yard rushing season because, again, they want to rush the football. Makai Becton helps. Now, I feel like a lot of people are underestimating Naji Harris, and one of my favorite things about him, and you guys are probably going to laugh, but durability. This dude does not miss games. I don't think he has ever missed a game in his NFL career so far, and he's been a workhorse. It's not like he's getting 100 carries a year. This is a guy that's getting the football. He's welcoming contact. He wants to go through contact. I mean, look at how hard this dude is to take down. I love his durability and the consistency of getting 1,000 yards every single season thus far. That's got to be impressive to at least somebody, right? Hard to take down. He's a guy that's going to run through the whistle. I love it. And let's talk about another thing, ball security. He only has 5 fumbles over 1,200 snaps. He's a guy who doesn't really fumble much. This is very crucial for an offense. Turnovers are drive killers. They're momentum killers. Naji's not a guy that's going to fumble a ton. Look what he did to the Chargers. I mean, again, you talk about everything he has to a football team behind a very bad offensive line for the Steelers last season, still able to get 1,000 rushing yards. Now, you put him behind Joe Alt. You put him behind Makai Becton. You put him behind Zion Johnson. You put him behind a guy like Rashawn Slater. This dude could run for 1,600 yards just because, one, he's going to have crazy holes, and then two, he's so tough to break down. I mean, he almost got a touchdown in this play. I mean, I swear, a lot of people underestimate a running back like Naji because he had a bad offensive line. And because he's not a flashy type of player. I get it, right? You want that Bijan. You want someone who's going to make guys miss by, the way they run. But Naji's a guy that's going to lower the shoulder. And man, he's going to be hard to tackle. Real quickly, guys, do me a big favor. Hit that like button if you want more of this Chargers content. I'm not going to be breaking down some of the other guys like Naquan Jones, Donte Jackson, Benjamin St-Juste in this video. So if you want that video, the part 2, comment down below part 2, hit the like button, and subscribe if you're new. Join the family. It's free. Doesn't cost anything. Let's dive back in. Alright, 2 more things. Although he's not the fastest running back in the world, he gets a lot of explosive plays, right? And what that means is 10 or more yards per carry, or on that carry is 1 explosive play. So he had 30 explosive runs this season, one of them coming against this Raiders team here. Now we're just going to be in typical, 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, 1 running back. You're going to see this a lot with LA. They're going to pitch it out to him. Watch him, right? Ooh, make 2 guys miss, break a tackle, get a good block, and then gone, right? Down that left sideline. No one catches him until he gets into the end zone, right? Dives in for a touchdown. I love it. This is a guy that I think is highly underrated, and for anyone saying that this was a bad signing, I just don't understand why, right? He's a 1-year deal. It's not like you're paying him over 4 or 5 years. You could still draft a running back, gives you flexibility to not force a rookie running back into the game, into the mix right away, throw him into the fire, but time to develop him behind Naji as a mentor and a guy that can be productive right away. Again, I don't know what you guys are seeing, but Naji is a great pickup for a 1-year deal. Maybe doesn't have the breakaway speed that you want, but man, this dude can run. All right, the next guy I think is super underrated, Da'Shawn Hand, hands down, right? No pun intended, is a massive pickup for this football team, and I'll tell you exactly why. Da'Shawn Hand is a guy that is nasty in the run game. Now, I know if you look at his stats from this season or if you look at PFF, you may not see that. But if you go back to 2023, and I get it, you want to see what can he do for me now instead of a year ago, right? In 2023, though, this guy ranked as the 4th best interior defensive lineman when it came to stopping the run. 4 out of 215, this guy was a menace and the 8th best defensive lineman in football during the 2023 season. Also like his workhorse mentality where it's like, I'm not going to stop until that whistle is blown. I'm going to keep going, right? Now, initially, he's going to break to the opposite side of the field due to their scheme, their play here, as we're trying to get this guy to swing around the A-gap. Unfortunately, it's a little bit of a run play to the opposite side of the field. Watch him never give up, right? At this point in time, when you see this running back getting up here, you have a guy coming here, you have him, you have him to the outside, you have another guy here. Usually, these guys are like, all right, yeah, I'll just sit here and watch because my guy's probably got him, right? No, Da'Shawn Hand's a guy that's going to run through the whistle, goes, makes a tackle, they lose a yard. So again, I like Da'Shawn Hand a lot. Is he going to be this guy who brings in 8 sacks? No. Is he going to have, big time games where, he applies a lot of pressure? Probably not. He did have 15 pressures last season, though. So again, he's not a guy that can't get to the quarterback, but definitely a guy who's going to help out in the run game. And definitely give a lot of effort, right? You love effort, guys, and he's one that's going to help bring up the effort of the rest of this defense. Now, I know this offseason hasn't been amazing, and quite frankly, Chargers fans are a little bit annoyed with what they've done so far outside of Makai Becton, but I wouldn't be too worried. Jim Harbaugh does a great job scouting for the NFL draft, adding really good talent, and you got the draft coming up. So I feel like they're going to be okay. I feel like they've added some really good pieces. I know I didn't break down Naquan Jones or Donte Jackson or Benjamin St-Juste or Delshon Phillips, but if you want those videos, Mike Williams back I think is huge for them, by the way. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you want a part 2, comment down below part 2, and we'll do another Chargers videos breaking down all those other guys that they added. And with that being said, hit the like button, subscribe, join the family, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.